Your dignity, even your resources, God said He will restore. You say what's not get become the light. You say what's not get become the light of Africa. You say what's not get become the light. You say what's not get become the light of Africa. You say the fraud of your land, the fraud of your land, the fraud of your land. Hey, you say the fraud of your land, the fraud of your land, the fraud of your land. Hey, and never will you be strangers in your land, strangers in your land, strangers in your land. Oh, hell, I be right here, mama.
Madanya, jadi nyebut ano?
Tu aja. I hail Liberia. Yes, it's gonna be here this afternoon. It's 40 minutes up to 3 o'clock. And Liberia, God says you are underwriter. Only we shall hearken to His command. It is then that we shall rise, we shall pursue, we shall overtake, and we shall conquer all of our adversaries, and we shall shout at last. The Lord star forever, the Lord star forever. Oh, long may it flow over land and over sea. This journey, Lord, never uphold it forever. And shout for the Lord star. Yes, it's glorious land of liberty. Wow, it's gonna be here this afternoon. If you are just coming in the country, I would like to say welcome to this glorious land of liberty. I am so proud to be called a Liberian woman. Yes, I want to say congratulations to everyone who won the just ended elections. I mean it at the national level, right? And those of you who were so fortunate for your candidate or candidates to have won, I want to say congratulations to you. And those of you who did not make it, the love was in your eyes. You see, I could see the love in your eyes, but you didn't make it. Also, congratulations for participating in the process. And a very big one to President Weah, wheresoever you are this afternoon. I will salute you, Chief. I want to say Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year. Please share this with your wife, who's our First Lady, and your entire family, and all of your supporters, your fans, supporters. We are Shans. That's some oil. You say we are Shans. Yes. And Merry Christmas to our President-elect, Ambassador Bwaka. Chief, when you coming home? When you coming back? I heard you will be in town on Christmas Eve. My Christmas on you. My Christmas on you, Keke. To our incoming First Lady. I got issue with that woman. Yeah, I got issue with you. Yeah, you're the First Lady. Incoming First Lady. To our Vice President-elect and his wife. Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year. Everyone, man. You know, I feel in recent time, you know, when I come on the show, I feel so happy. Yes, because we started race in January 1, and just imagine what has actually been going on. You know, wake up one morning and then this person is, you know, no more. And we just lost a friend, Chris Pugh. I've known Chris for a very long time. At the time I was attending the journalism school, I think it was in 2009 or 2010. It's been a long time. Yeah, I've been knowing Chris Pugh. So it's actually we all feel the pains to loss a friend. We were not very close, but whenever he saw me somewhere in the hall or wherever, he would stand to greet, he would stand to say something, and he was very, very passionate. This man was very passionate about his job. May your soul rest in peace. And all others who have departed this world, including my mom, 2021, October 1. So we have 10 more days to go. Usually this time of the year, I've been on the show for 3 years plus now, going to 4 years, right? At the end of the year, what we do, we focus on, let me say, we focus on other things. And, you know, even though we discuss politics, it's not possible to be, you know, discussing other issues, trending national issues without discussing politics. It's impossible. But yes, we will not really focus too much on politics. We are winding down. When you left with me, but you know, I will start receiving messages right now. Why are you talking so? We will discuss politics. We want to talk this. We want to talk that. Well, Hallelujah. God says you are on the rise. All of we shall hike into his command. It is then that we shall rise, we shall pursue, we shall overtake, and we shall conquer all of our adversaries, and we shall shout at last. The Lord stands forever, the Lord stands forever. Oh, long may it flow over land and over sea. He said it, Lord, will never uphold it forever. And shout for the Lord stands. Oh, hallelujah. God bless Liberia. Yes. Yes, it's 4 minutes up to 3 o'clock. As you can see, well, I'm here alone, being assisted by the technicians. But stay home today, and yeah, very hopeful he will be here tomorrow. Yeah, man, I swear. All right, so from now to 3:30, we will have some discussions, social, upcoming events, and what have you. So I might open the line so you can participate in. Well, if you want to participate and maybe ask a few questions. And then at 3:30 we will join the drug awareness, our team, to discuss drug abuse and mob violence. Yes, the former Deputy Director General for Administration at the lead, right? Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Mr. Gui Pokwa will be here very early, very soon. I'm sorry, my people. Yeah, he will be here soon to join us in person, and the others will join us online if they are available. Madam Victoria Tolo Kokwe and asked me to send a link to her. Maxine Pacquiao, yeah, Maxine was on my back, but it's like he will be busy today. If he's not, he will join us. April Placky as well. Ambassador Rufus Noville, how you doing, sir? And Adama Dempster too as well. It's Christmas season. People are on the usual break. Spending time with their family. Yes, we acknowledge that. So you can just remain where you are and just place in the call to form part of the conversation. It's important. I was in a car coming from Bone County this afternoon, and this lady was explaining, a story about how this guy just came from somewhere and said, "Oh, yeah, he grabbed the woman money, her bag, what got so much money in the bag." The business people, and he said this woman is his wife. She misbehaved and he was beating her. People were afraid to come around, and he left there. He broke her finger. I mean, mob violence. Let's, I don't get it. You are somewhere, and someone or people are beating on someone, and the person cannot help it. They cannot help themselves. But at the end of the day, they become, victim of that kind of attack. So it's so sad. What can we do? People are afraid. Oh, when a person comes back, he's going to retaliate. He will get back on me. So many times in red light, people will be standing up. People will be standing up, and then what? People will be standing up somewhere while they are beating on someone because somebody is stealing from someone. And I mean, it happened. I went really a red light once. I had two phones in my bag, the back of my bag. While walking, this guy entered my bag. He took the first phone. So he saw the 15 US plus another phone. He wanted to also open the other bag. And that one that just the spirit of God, the Holy Spirit said, touch me. When I turned around, he was there. The other phone was in his hand. Phone where somebody just spent good money for and get rid of me. Yeah, good money. I just grabbed his hand. I know what I strike him from up to, I explained it to my church, and they said, you can add it. I'm a woman. I just grabbed him and I said, put the phone in my hand. What's wrong with you? And I behaved like I just came from the barracks. And then he placed the phone in my hand. I said, what's wrong with you? Everybody came out. Oh, you want to say from the guy who will bring you today? I said, my people, I beg you. Please don't do it. And I started even protecting him and telling him and calming the crowd. Because they said, the thing we're going to do to you today, we're going to beat you. You put your hand in the cat bag, you're taking her phone from that jail. Oh man, they were so angry. They started coming around. And I said, I beg you. People started poking your head, knocking his head. And I told them, I said, no. He did it to me. He did it to me, and I left it. I've, forgotten about it. I'm not forgotten, but I forgave him. Let him go. Yeah, and I mean, you are supposed to leave him with us. So you see, these things happen in red light. Sometimes people will just stand up, red light in town, wherever business hubs. People will just stand there and watch you go through. While somebody is trying to take something from your bag, things you've worked for, man. Yeah, things you work for, and then they just take it from you. Yeah, just take it from you like that. I mean, it's very sad. So we will be talking about mob violence here this afternoon, and we'll also be talking about drug addiction. I think you always monitor we started very fine. I mean, we're doing it, but like few days to elections. Sorry, a few days to elections, we had to focus on hosting of candidates because all of these were in the manifestos of most of these candidates that were coming for most of them had fighting the drugs. How can we put on our garment and ensure that drugs do not become something that people don't feel comfortable. It's just everywhere, around. And yeah, so my people, I'm sorry. You're gonna get the very best out of me this afternoon. I'm a little bit tired, from not just going to Bone County to have fun time, but I was there walking from one place to another, ensuring that they talk with the interviewees and arranging for this and arranging for that as well. So yeah, but it has nothing to do with I will perform. I will do my best, and yes, I will do my best. All right. So if you are just tuning in, this is State of the Nation. This is State of the nation, and we're going to be here up to 5 o'clock. All right, so let's take Orange. Orange remains our prime sponsor. Orange remains the biggest GSM company in Liberia. Orange is just the very best. You know, when the day I start talking about Orange about all the things, I will just catalog all of those achievements of Orange, and you will want to go and buy 3, 4, 5 SIM cards and just keep it when your people come from in the interior or out of country. You just give it to them. Yeah, because I'm not saying it because I just want to say it. I was there for the time. I was there. I saw what they offer, the team, the corporate social responsibility. They took it very seriously. I went on so many assignments out of town with Sarah Buchanan, with the team to distribute at orphanage homes, and I talked with a lot of principals at the time. There was organizing building the Orange Foundation. Yes, they were putting things together. I talked with principals. They used to come. So many offers. Yeah, I would get all of those things because I used to I was asked to talk with most of the principals from across. They will come. They interview them. I call them on the phone, and they had so many. You know what Orange Foundation have been doing. Yes. So I was there at the time when this idea was being crafted. Yes. So so that's it. Orange remains Liberia's best GSM company. So if you are just coming country, we'd like to say welcome and get your Orange SIM card. Get your Orange SIM card. Crystal. Yeah. This man get drafted. So yeah, I really thought I was going to be resting by now. Okay, so let's take this one.
Man, life just got so much better for me, man. Wow! What happened? I now have the choice to do anything I want to do in one bundle. My man, you speaking in Ko. Tell me that in simple English. Orange has created a bigger and better all-in-one bundle for everyone. I can get data, local call, international calls, SMS, everything in one bundle, my man. Wow. That is sounding too good to be true, John. My man, the thing is indeed really come true.
A bundle that has more boosts. Orange Fusion Bundle. Enjoy a mixture of unlimited calls, unlimited SMS, and up to 52,000 megabytes of data from 50 cents to $50 for daily, weekly, and monthly packages. Dial *888# to subscribe. Visit our website on www.orange.com.lr or call 111 for more details.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Talk it. My man wasn't even rapper. Shit. I eat the iron every day. So you want my mother to be rap. It's solid my begin. It's strong and tough. That only you did that bono. It got wet.
Supercharge your connection, embrace the thrill, unleash the power. It's a turbo deal. Orange new data offers. Enjoy daily, weekly, and monthly offers from 50 cents to $25. Data Turbo Pack is here. Data that has more weight. Dial *352# to subscribe.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees and experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Holy night. Holy night divine. Merry Christmas to everyone. All of our listeners, viewers as well. All right, so join us at the Prayer Move Mountain Ministries tomorrow at 6 p.m. for our 14th Christmas program. Under the theme, I Will Follow You, Jesus. Yes, you don't want to miss it. It has always been great. In fact, oh my gosh, 14 years. And it's celebrating Christmas program, and tomorrow is going to be wonderful. Yes, as a prayer move mountain ministry is incorporated with right here, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Come as usual with your friends and families. Tickets are on sale for $20, $55, $100, $200. Yes, it's intended to build a house of God and also to serve as evangelism. Yeah, that's the two reason. You will also be entertained. Yeah, you will be entertained. And I can tell you, after our program, we get new members. And we'll tell you if you live far off, all you have to do is to go and find a Bible believing church. What we are doing when you see it, yes, you can go and and do the same at you can do the same at the place you'll be worshiping. The last time I talked to some young people there, invited some of them there. Oh, when Cooper came by, Cooper said he will organize it. Let me find out. He asked Cooper whether he organized. It's not easy. That organizing for that program. The last time I was there, I slept on the ground. Yeah, on the floor. I just put a blanket there and we slept there. They were doing the other dances. They said, they put me in some of that group of my people. They put me in a group now. Yeah, I came over practice. So we had to be practicing 2, 3 o'clock. No, around 1, 2 in the morning. I was so tired. I said, I'm begging you. The other day, you just know I'm going to be part of. I'm part of it, and I'm going to dance. But there'll be a lot of the rest. I will be picking up early in the morning. The fun is so interesting, and come and see kids. Come and see. You watch, and if you think you can. Pastor David Fatima, I don't know whether you organizing yours or it's time consuming, to get people to practice. Wow, most of the time we have to sit in the church in the night. Thanks to Emmanuel Yawon, Samuel who plays the keyboard and set up all of the instruments had traveled. My little brother who was after me, he traveled, and Emmanuel Yawon was up to around 11:30. Emmanuel be getting married on December 30th. So I said, I beg you, the people who asking more like they play getting dark. Emmanuel Yawon, thank you so much. I know you're gonna be there, and you're gonna help us. Our instrumentalist Samuel Sa is out of the country for studies, and he sent me a picture. He said, "See the thing what they've been here for." I said, "You're joking with me? Was it right over there? You still joking with brother?" Yeah. So let's meet tomorrow. El Shaddai, Emmanuel Yawon, I will be coming with the choir. El Shaddai. Yes, the other choirs as well. Susan, Rose, Susan, where are you? Tima Ellis, we're all going to be there tomorrow. They always wonderful. All of these people come from their churches and come from their communities, come from everywhere. 13 years now, not just older 2 years. Yeah, we've been doing it. We did it even when my editor see it. Yeah. Yeah, so last year, oh my God, the people left sitting over 2 hours. Yeah, they don't want to sit down. The performances were all split. I'm making stories. I'm making stories. It's so wonderful. Full of fun, laughter, and people get so excited after the program. Sometimes people say, the program finished, distributing gifts. Sometimes secret party, distributing gifts. People be like sitting looking, they still want it. These are programs that should be when we on our time. Not only on the other side we have programs in the church, and yes, you have the ballet here, the ballet. When we start the program and really, I know what the idea came from to teach ballet. The kids were younger. And I need to be teaching them the ballet until at a certain time they learn it, and they are super now, they can even be teaching the ballet. So sometimes when I go I want to do something and they'll be laughing at me, I say, "Oh, for God, are you?" And most of them we're talking about, one is in AMU, one is in George Rita is in AMU. Avina is in Adventist University. Sarah Dewey is also at Adventist. And most of them are high school. They travel to the US, they came by, they got more experience with this ballet. They do a big, the last time they were there, on Friday they were here, but I'm sorry we will have to refill. It takes forever, and I had to run from my elections as well. So we couldn't post them. They should have been here. Yeah, hello. Hello? Yes, sir. You on the radio. Who's speaking? Okay, I'm on the radio now. If you call, I would think that you want to say something quick, and yeah. So it's going to be all wonderful. Yeah. Thank you for the messages. I really appreciate from Daniel Johnson, a silent listener. Truth, yeah, of Truth FM. Yeah, someone says Merry Christmas. Thank you so kindly. I appreciate. Someone said, Madam, I got my family in Louisville, but no network there. Please help them. Wow. Yes. Okay. All right. Golden Puppet, Rogers Matadi. My pre-Christmas greetings to Truth FM family, especially the producer of State of the Nation from Roger Matadi of. All right, thank you so kindly, Chief. We appreciate you as well. So tomorrow is going to be a great time at the Prayer Move Mountain Ministries Incorporated. Mm-hmm. It's going to be wonderful. All right, so I'll be in Cape Mount on Saturday. I will be in Cape Mount Robertsport on Saturday, not for journalism work, but we will be there to fellowship with one or two communities there. Yes, so Cape Mount, get ready. We will be there from the Prayer Move Mountain Ministries, and on Sunday I will also be in Bomi. I will be in Bomi on Sunday and return on Monday. So yes, that's it. Um, I will be there, Cape Mount and Bomi over the weekend. Yeah. So that's it. So yeah, see you on tomorrow. Refreshments will be available. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, Move Mountain. Should I confirm your yeah, when you tell me say you come, you can. I feel probably on you. I will get there. My best difficulty, I know you can make it. There's nothing here, I know you can make it. So tomorrow at the Prayer Move Mountain Ministries Rock Hill. If you get a GSA Junction, just say I'm going to Mother Victoria. If you are around Carbon Mission, you're coming from Carbon Mission Way, just say I'm going to Mother Victoria. Mother Victoria is a popular area. Mother Victoria Christian Academy. Yes, Mother Victoria Fina Sa Christian Academy. Yeah, so just say going to Mother Victoria, the school with the khaki and red, and it will take you there. And it can be sometimes so funny. And sometimes people come to the church and yeah, so that they come to the church and work, they can't greet me. My people, they hate how I can build my head. Give me, say, our church is still becoming out here. What? Yeah, but I don't know whether, yeah, okay. For a community for tomorrow. Yeah, hate how I can build my head. I am be so serious. All right. So tomorrow, join me tomorrow at the Prayer Move Mountain Ministries Incorporated for our 14th Christmas program on the team. I will follow you. Yes, have you checked out the Cheddar Construction Company of Africa? Yeah, they can be found at the Covenant Builders Campus, Proclamation, Peaceville, Monrovia, Liberia. Yes, services offered building construction, route adjuster, septic tank, POP ceiling and window design, electrical wiring, solar panel installation. Yes, the Cheddar Construction Company. Abel, you are live.
You are taking our hearts.
You want to get me? Yeah, Abel. Yes, I received messages as well. Okay.
Very, very shifting the spirit, the hearts of people. There are people who are broke right now. They just thinking how to get money. But they are well, they are okay. But they are all people in the hospital, but they don't want money, they just want to be well. They want to be well.
Yeah.
They cannot leave the hospital. Can you imagine somebody lying on their bed? And they are we just need to appreciate God for where we are right now. Imagine somebody who being sick for the last 6 months, and that person does not need money. That person is not care whether he or she is broke. They only won't be well. But there are those who are well, but they are broke. It's just like you get appetite for no food, and people get food for no appetite. So I want to thank you for inspiring us.
Yeah. Let me say something before you drop the line. I had a program on 1FM, I think 2019, and during Christmas, I come on the radio and tell women not to put pressure on men because Christmas is just a day. Don't get yourself. And everyone, talk to everyone across the board to remain calm. Whether you have it or not, you remain. Just be calm, and you don't have to get yourself involved in. So I wanted to come and bring the city and say, if I try it right now, because that day after the show, the women were calling me, they put a blast at me. There's somebody was so angry. They said you are saying some of these guys will have money and they will not want to do what they're supposed to do. No, I'm saying it. I was so scared today. I jotted it down. I said, let me come and talk about it because when Christmas is coming or holiday coming, people put pressure on guys, on the men, and they want this, they want that. Well, I can tell you, I would never sit here and then say, oh, Martin doesn't like money. I would be deceiving myself, right? But putting pressure on, your father, your mother, your spouse, or whoever, relationship you have for a day, right? It should not be like that. So I thought only I said, I got to love myself because that day after the program, people were just calling me, the women, because people were sitting down with their, some people were sitting with their spouse and then saying that kind of thing. And then maybe they were saying, hey, yeah, you're doing it. I have pressure for the young and stuff like that. So I was a little bit scared. But on a serious note, Christmas is just a day. Yes, we have to celebrate Christmas. But you have to, be careful getting yourself crediting because you want crediting this, putting pressure on this person, putting pressure on even the males as well too. They put pressure on people who didn't get it from because they want to satisfy other people. So the whole thing is, we should be grateful for life. If you give me money right now, I'll go shopping, I will enjoy myself, I will have fun, right? But if it does seem, yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. No, listen now. We got an ambassador. We got an ambassador. She bought her man. She bought her man car. We got women doing it. Women, listen. No, 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 no. No, don't say that. You know what? I feel so sorry for you. I want to say you are unfortunate to meet people who can also be a help to you. No, I do not want to say only Irish. No, ever. Okay. Hey, Abel, you know what? I will tell you this. The last relationship I had, that was something that I did. I bought clothes, I did whatever I could do. It was vice versa. So that's why I keep telling you, you are unfortunate. So why would you not? Okay. No, baby, you. I will buy you one phone. I will tell you to cut your hair, and then I will give you one suit. Then I will buy some things for your mom. But everything some men are worrying now before even one phone they are cheating. No. Man, let me advise you, right? If you do not have it, don't put yourself under pressure. No, but some of you very mean. Some of you are very, very mean. I will be balanced with this conversation because I don't want people talking at me. Some of you guys are very mean. Abel, Please hold on a little bit. Let me talk this more. Yeah. Okay. You go on. You mean the credit finish, so I was surprising. So yeah, hello. Yes, sir.
Are you all right?
We still got $2 for the deposit program, right?
I know we have discussed one of these. I'm going to give a little pressure.
All right, go on.
Okay, I'm going to that time. My name is Yalo Joseph. I'm going to all
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just want to have a conversation. Since you said, and I just want to mention my saying a very short comment. I gave my fiancé up to in Labrador $40,000. I mean, I have money to give out of the car. And then recently, I bought a kind of touchscreen phone, and I went to town one day. So, tell you what, just defeated. I just think it broke. Normally, when their money is out of pocket or in whether they need something. I asked again for you, could you please give me some emotion? I know with me, somewhere she gave and she'll make it clear. I usually don't know how to pay him on phone. I saw him, but one of these, I want to do for him. And 2 minutes to call him and call the program.
Yeah, it was really bad on your job.
In Liberia, you don't normally find women getting gifts to boyfriend or their husbands. It's dating or every first side.
Yeah, boy. The mental credit feeling. Yeah, you can come back. Yeah, my people. Women. What you say? Yeah? What you say? So you to me too? Oh my God. So that's it there. And the people say you should get gifts. Oh Lord. But send away from your monitor. Yes. So well. It's so funny. So Christmas is coming, and oh my God. All right, let me take this one. Yeah, wait for me to. Yeah, hello. Yes, sir. Thank you. Where? You call from where? You call from where? You call from where? Oh, okay. Okay, so you can go on.
I think because right now, we are still sad, and then up to now, we can see for the season, we are worried because, the diesel in our home, we want to be the one to provide everything for the children here, for the home, for the stuff, and for the family. It's useful for this now, where people are, it's a small thing that you have to tell them, it has to be the wrong part. You should either want to be for this teaching. I mean, it's difficult.
Yeah, but some of you when you get the money now, you take it. Yeah, man. Some of you very mean. Let me put it that way. Yeah. Some of you are very mean. Very, very mean. Very, very mean. When you get money, people get know. When you not get it, nobody will know. So when you say you get it, nobody will trust you. That's it. Let me merge you with Ava. Ava says somebody bought a fast car. So and Lawrence, come on, my direct. Let me send my number quick. Some of you, yeah, you can go on. Let me send number quick to Lawrence. Okay, you don't. Yeah, Abel, let me take you. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bacas, all the things you need, like you don't do all. Let me merge you with someone. Okay. Yeah. If you're who you really want to get for now, I mean, please, I'm not here distributing gifts on. I'm not here distributing gifts on men. Please, the one I'm doing, huh? Okay. Sorry, Abel. Sorry. We are sorry that you've been so unfortunate. I will continue to say this. It's not my first time telling you. So maybe you since you can pray, you have to pray more. So you can have someone who can be a helpmate. Not uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yeah. Someone else is on the line. Hello. Hello. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can't keep talking. Let me take other calls. You can call back. At least let me take. But are you preparing? We are about Mr. Big Papa is already in studio. I'm sending a link so you don't have to come. Yeah, the link. All right. I'm sorry. I really thought today was the last Saturday, last Thursday. Sorry. So I mean, we've not been doing a show, and Marcy reminded me that we have to. Yeah. So we have to get going, and yeah. So just follow the conversation in the group chat. All right, Eva. Thank you. Yeah. So yes. Lars, you can call. Yeah. Marcela. Agudo. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mama Sarah. Oh, the my rapper. Hello. I'm I'm good, and it's good to have you on, Mr. Executive Director. Accountability Lab. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Something to you. So Christmas is not how many of us see it. It's not just about merrymaking and people coming waste their money and cook much food and put all of their savings and some people are gonna go low. And January again will start. Everything is come on sale. and buying rather, they will start mortgaging them or crediting them and stuff. You don't need to live with them. But I'm super excited about, Holy Night. I think it's a very beautiful song. I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm just encouraging a lot of people listening to not just see Christmas as a where we just eat, dance, and drink much alcohol. It's a paradox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the man who saves your life and everything, and then on that day, it becomes a drunken day. Okay. And some of us don't want to preach, so we sit back and just watch, and then when we make comments, and then people say, why you sound that way? This show, I think today is blessing. Sometimes it's good. We don't need to go political every time.
Mm-hmm.
In this kind of season, we need to revive people's soul. And I just like it. And some of us want to still bring our voices to the church and let the church stand. And I believe strongly if the church will stand in this country, a lot of things will go right. Accountability doesn't come from the word. Mm-hmm. It comes from the church. Mm-hmm. And some of us do the work we do because there's no day that we just go to work without bowing our heads and praying and telling God to take over. Mm-hmm. And then people don't know that secret. Until you are connected to the vine, you will not lose your substance. But if you are not connected to the vine, you will lose your substance. So let me do something which is unusual. I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to get a little more of the songs so people know that we are not just the way they say, I don't think I'll go do this thing. Everything is like this. I like Holy Night. Mm-hmm. Holy Night, the stars of light is shining. All the tears is long way the word. Yeah, I just want to say that people need to understand that we still the decisions in the church that we used to be.
Yeah.
And we encourage our kids.
Wait, that voice too awesome.
That's not small. We use it. And if you want to do it, you can Google Emily Heritage. And you see, we're the biggest a cappella group in Nigeria. And the second biggest a cappella group next to is the Lamapansu on continent.
Wow.
But I just want to say thanks, and I just think people should not just look at people doing work and think they don't know Christ. Mm-hmm. I think our life is made perfect in the God who loves us and died for our sins. And I just think people, and many people cannot understand that. So, amen to that.
Oh, okay. Fine. Yes, Mariah Carey. So we'll do this one up to 4 o'clock. We try to establish, send a mix and get ready for 4 o'clock. So it's going to be from 4 to 5. We will be discussing mob violence. Tomorrow there's going to be a peaceful match. And you as supposed of, all supporters, all those who yes, let me get the information and I will inform you. Madam Tolo will be on with us to give us more information. So the women of Liberia under the auspices of the Association of Female Lawyers of Liberia, AFL, and the Women NGO Secretariat of Liberia will go to hold a peaceful march for Madame Deda Simons. It says, stop mob violence and violence against women in Liberia. From Vamuma House Sinker to Ministry of Justice Head Office Sinker. Okay, yeah. So the goodness of God, But yes, Christmas. I want to say Merry Christmas to you. Christmas will be when? On Monday? On Monday? Oh, Christmas right now. Let me say today is Thursday. And Monday, yes, usually on Christmas people have to eat. Yes, eat and have time with family. Yes, please stay home and have some time with your family and your loved ones as well. So maybe I'll be going Grand Bazaar. Where they yes. No, not Marsha, yeah. Hello.
Madeline?
Yeah, you keep going off and on. You just recharge again? Yes, sir.
You have this place now?
No.
We are talking about TV and we don't really give you one of the challenge. There's going to be a serious discomfort. It's very easy. You know why? Civil servants are not being paid, and men are tight when it comes to payment. So it will be difficult. We're going to follow them. Because we always expect from them to pay everybody. So you must launch a program for all that the women should consider make this trip. They should be the one paying. Or else.
I mean, you want to women to baby. The last time I had that program, I did 2019. After the program, it was not easy for me. The calls are coming. But you know why? Let me bring it. Yeah? If you were doing it, if you have been doing it, if you are known for helping, giving to your home, your spouse, if you don't have it, that person should be able to understand. If that person can understand and there's something wrong with that person, then you have a problem. But where the person doesn't know when when it comes in, when you have it or when you don't have it, so the day you don't have it, like you have it, but you're trying to, you. Well, let me merge you with Hamon. Let me merge you with Hamon. Well, I mean, women always want to look good. They want to get the So, yeah, they're working on it. It's a whole it's an organization. So when they say they will give it to you, they will give it to you. So it's not. Thank you so much, Chief. Hey, it's okay. All right. Yeah, Emma, Chief. Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. So even the Bible says it, and somebody can help me with the scripture that says the Bible says, I think it's in some proverb, it's better to live on a leaky roof than to be in a house with a nagging wife. Someone who complains, put you under pressure, torment you, pieces, everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry to anyone I would hurt, this afternoon, but it's just that. Okay. Well, I have interacted with her before. Okay. Okay. Hello, Chief. How you doing? Hello. Is it Nelson?
Yeah.
Oh, you call. What did you do again, my Chief?
Well, I just looking. I just say now my papa just looking in front to see who coming home. We are all social. We now have politics. We take the call, like we were talking about giving surprising or surprising. But we can still say I want to say Nigeria. They say that
Mm-hmm. Mm. All right.
I can't take anything else. You know what to do. How is supposed to do?
Okay. All right. The women are call my people. Yeah. Like it says on it. Yeah, I'll be here with everybody. All right, so we have Mr. Wipwapa who is in studio already in 3 more minutes. Madam Victoria Tolokupe from senatorial candidates. What? They will go up to 26,000? Yeah, 26? Okay, let her come on and she will tell us more. So we're going to have a wonderful discussion here this afternoon. Fall on your knees. On night wine. I think I should celebrate my Christmas in Russia. Who wants to go with me? Hey. Everything will be on me, yeah? Who worry with me? Look, I beg you, I joke you. The way I can get this too small in your country, I joke you. I'm going Marshall. I'll be going there alone. Please. I will be very much on the Christmas, yeah. And we're going to spend a very wonderful time there. Yeah, it's a time to stress out or de-stress. At 1 minute up to 4 at 4 o'clock, yes, 4 on the dot. Merry Christmas and a happy Christmas New Year. What are your resolutions? Coming up next week, we have a lot to do here from Monday to Friday. Yes. Are you going to share this Christmas season? Yeah, please do. It's a time to share, but not to put pressure on people, not to pressurize people, right? And if you think you can share, please go about doing it. You will not blame. All right, you will not blame, please. Okay, Mr. Kwakwara? Chief, how you doing? Okay, so let me go to Madam Victoria Tolo Kwekwe online. Okay, so it's good to have you on, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Matali, and good afternoon, Chris. I think Chris in the corner there, right? Or another person?
No, he's off today. I have Kowo Kotu. He gave me support.
Oh, okay. How are you, Kotu?
Good. Okay. You want to say? Oh, you beep this. Okay. All right. So I think you can see Mr. Papa. He served as a Deputy Director General for Administration at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. And yes, so he's one of our panelists on the Anti-Drug Awareness Hour that was launched a few months back, intended to create more awareness on drug abuse, drug addiction, trafficking, and everything that we need to know, because this is something that has the propensity to destroy the fabrics of our society, and it poses serious threat to everyone, not special group of people. But before we can go further, let me take this advantage. Yeah, let me play this stuff. Okay. Let me play this audio before we can begin. We're going to have, okay. I hope you hear from wherever you are.
What's our black bro? The issue about drug defeat and getting the increase. You think how it affected the young people in the country, bro? Similar example I mean, bro, it really affected me, bro. I want last year, the whole thing made that you just take that I burn when we take I'll take my word. So now they won't take it on his head. Just say we sick, we got to go feel fun. So now, but you already our system, we already adapt to it. So we can live all living the war. Yeah, so now know why all impact. Those involved in it, are they only young people or the other folks are also there? Bro, from a blind, I want to lie. You got grew up men, young girls, everybody there. I want to lie. I said you plenty of bro, you can't see that you feel cool. Yo, true enough. I want to lie. So you think how they can put end to the entire drug issue, bro? I got to call the government and then see what to do. When they put in a get force in the country, yeah, look like I already get force in the country, they're calling because they might all in all. I want to lie. Let it call the government and then let them post up the people then I bring them in the country, call. We tell everything about how to get one out of it, and the problem are there. Yeah, we tell the whole thing about what to start running living and the leader but they So I think it need to carry out to some rehabilitation center, so they can fly it from here. Because I said, if I could find somebody there that would be able to help me and move in the area, oh Lord, I would appreciate it. But it's so much, I don't last there because I said, I fed up.
Yeah, bro. It never. I'm not looking now. Yeah, funny, bro. It never been telling everything out there. I will be kissing it, bro. Like they get cool, they get spy, they get they get we buy now. They let people in and one hour join. I don't know point and yeah, bro.
So which one of them, all of the joy you need, the kush, the this, the that, which one are you taking?
Well, I think my payment was on a sparrow. Yeah, I think my two son on spark. I think my one I said to it. Yeah, I got one and I go pick my I go look my school again, go plug in. Yeah, bro. He tell me for the people there. He got probably there. He old people in the thing. So continue to see I put a B, keep black. To agree, I put a B. Oh, dear, picking on the tomba. There go by our spine, about fear. I was there.
So you think what in the comment need to do to post up to the entire thing?
I'm all out you. I prove I've been there. I post on there. You gotta open about the other. You there. You go. You gonna about my spine. I get E. I don't be happy. My favorite that I okay. So when I tell police stuff is there.
It is funny. Most especially the young people, then you say they shouldn't post up to it for what?
Yeah, one thing, that disease, bro. Yeah, and if I find you go slow, bro, bigger, go slowly, bigger. Yeah, there.
Okay, so yeah, you are listening to him, right? Yes, I mean, Mr. Kwakwa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Mr. Kwakwa is one of our lead panelists on the anti-drug awareness. Mr. Gui Kwakwa. Yeah. On this program. Yeah, so what's our topic again?
We'll talk about drugs and violence.
Yes, drug and mob violence. So yes, I decided for us to blend the two because I mean sometimes yes, because it's not possible for you to be in your right mind at times. Sometimes it happens normally, but when people are under the influence, they just do whatever they want to do. They just wake up in the night, take knife, do something, and run behind people, take rat. It's sometimes if I try to really think about it, why would you even think about doing that kind of thing? You'd be so brave. So yes, here we are, and we have Madam. I think you can see her, right?
Yes.
You can see her. So let me give her time to introduce herself, and then we can get this started. Yeah, Madam Coco.
Yeah, thank you, Madeline. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Kwakwa. You said, yeah. So it's a pleasure being on the show and being on the show the rightful time. And like you said, I'm Victoria Toro Kokwe. I know you introduced me as, and of course, it will stay on. Former senatorial candidate. Yes, we participated in the just and elections. However, we have been in the civil society advocating for human rights, including mob violence that we are talking about, including young people's right, but also right to education, right to living environment. I mean, just right to everything. Women's rights, children, girls. We have been in the vanguard of that. So I'm here today and thank you for welcoming me or inviting me on the show. I look forward to coming every time. Once I have nothing to do, I have some space, I will come, or I will try to make this particular time available for the show because this is crucial. And I also look forward to it happening every week. I will prefer it happening every week instead of every month. It will be really, really good for us because we see that the drugs is killing our people, not only the young people, even the adults. You when you go in the street, you see people have lived with it until they are even older than some of us, even beyond. So this is something that we need to discuss over and over so that we save the young generation that is coming up. We also want to talk about mob violence. Yeah, I know people will want to say that Victoria has been very vocal in recent time on the issue of mob violence. Not that it's just happening, we've been talking about it, but it is something that we need to continue. And I think we need to be aggressive with our awareness now so that we can have some of these things put under control. Thank you again, Matali, for inviting me on the show. I look forward to coming on every time the show is on. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, madam. Mr. Gui Pogba. Yes.
Thank you, madam. I want to say good afternoon to everyone in Region 9 and good afternoon to the True FM family. I want to say compliment of the season to all and to the madam that are sharing the platform with us today. Madam, how are you doing? Yeah. So the topic today, drugs and mob violence. I think that's something we've spoken about so many times. And we just want to explain a little bit to the people how we think that drug is associated with mob violence. You see, by nature, there are some people that got violence in them that cause problems all the time. And we've been seeing more violence going on in so many places because the ego that we have as human beings. Sometimes people going to jump on the people when they are fighting over properties. They have more violence. But the drug of event that we see in this time, looking at the kind of more violence that goes on nowadays, especially when we cite the recent one as an example, where a lady was attacked in the market, for example, something like that. You will know that there are people who are, drugs or are intoxicated with some substance that was acting on that lady. So, more violence by itself is very bad. It's very, very bad. It will affect anyone. It will be me. It will be you. It will be anybody. It will be any of your relative. Because people will perceive certain emotion about somebody, and then they take that action. You see, group of people acting on one person. It's difficult to hurt such a thing.
All right. So, I mean, for the sake of the public, mob
violence.
Yeah, is large, disorganized, violent group of people. Yes, mob violence. Mob violence. Okay, so
action taken by a group of people in a very hostile manner.
Okay.
And doing it together.
It's
a kind of informal organization. They get organized right away and begin to act.
Informal organization.
It's informal, yes.
Okay.
But everybody conformed to that idea. And they become organized and taking the action. You understand that? So it's an informal organization. And so mob violence are a group of people getting together, taking certain violent action, jumping on somebody, that will make it simple. Jumping on an individual or breaking somebody's property, as it took place recently in the
Grand Gila.
Yes.
They say Grand Gila. You want to? Okay.
In Grand Gila, they said the senator was involved with the person who representative who won and he's going to take the seat. And so other people that was suspicion. Maybe it's not true, but everybody believed and they took action.
Okay.
Then the home destroyed the offices of the traditional council. All those things are more violent.
Okay.
There's so many ones we have seen. You see, if somebody is accused of something, and then the police try to save the person in the police station, and then a group of people go there with one idea, and all of them jump on that man, on the police station. They burn the police station down. They have been in this country so many times. This is more violent.
Okay.
All right. So, what we're saying is, when the people doing this action, we are aware there are so many people in this country, so many youthful population, they are involved in taking drugs.
And so you see the action goes fast because those that are taking the action, they are involved. They are involved in taking some kind of substance. You see, I just tell you one story. There was a time I was traveling from town to go to Single, and then after that, I got on a taxi from Single, 5th Street, to go to Pinsville. So when I got on the car, and then two persons, I mean, there were a few other guys, even a lady had a baby in the car. They all were sitting there, and then they took me, when I got on the car, we left 5th Street, close to 7th Street. Then they asked me again, they said, where are you going? I said, I told you I'm going to Pinsville, why you ask me again? They said, no, we're not going. So they asked me to get down. I said, but you told me you're going. He said, oh, no. So I got down. But when I stepped down, my one foot, before I took out the other foot, I thought all the kind of behavior the people that can put you in the car and take your pocket and take something. It clicked on my mind. So when I looked, my foot gone. I want to say, no, the whole car almost threw me down. I said, no, and then they started going. So once they left 7th Street to 9th Street, I was running on the sidewalk. And then as the information go, other people in front of me were shouting. So everybody moved towards the taxi. So before we go on 10th Street, they wanted to go by right to the side of the sea. And then they got black. So they turned around. I mean, they wanted to go left to the town side. On the left side. When they come from town on the left side. So it didn't work. Then they were taking it to the right side to go down. And what happened? You can see that. They got black by the other cars. So other cars got me. And then somebody ran out from that car. So I got there by then. I said they took my phone and then everybody started charging them. They started carrying on mob action. Yes. Oh, that they call it Passenger 57. They all were in the car. So they when I didn't know what to do. I was in the middle of the mob violence. I can say I was part of it too. Because when I saw these are the people that took my phone. And then the people came there. When the people were able to run away, they apprehended one. The police came and took the two people away. But then the car was there. The car caught fire.
How? You guys put a car on fire?
No, there's something spark because another car that was coming from outside hit the bombing of it. So under the wood, the fire spark it went into the front of the car. The car started burning. And then the people said nobody should touch it. Anybody touch it, all would die. And I was standing right there. And they were fighting for me. But the action was too much now for me, so I didn't know what to do.
Wow.
So they burned the car, and then it was good that they took out the two guys and they took them to the police station. And then
where are they now?
Oh, that long story.
That was when? That was when?
Sometime in it's a long time.
Okay, long time. Yeah, but it was not only intended for you. That action was burning of the car or whatever. But you say it was not them that put.
I wouldn't say that it was somebody car.
Yeah, but this is something that people have been affected from.
Been affected. So
yeah.
They believe that these are the people that have been doing it, and they took that action. The normal people that came there, and then they started fighting, and they blocked anybody from trying to put the fire off. Even they had someone that plays the Chinese.
So that one is not mob violence.
It's not mob violence.
No, I'm asking.
It's a mob violence.
Okay.
Because it was mob. If somebody do something to me, I take down the court. But not to come. If you want to handle the police, kill right there.
Okay.
It was good that the police took me away. And the police that wanted on the number was not significant enough to withstand the people so that which any kind of took them away. Otherwise, you're going to do some very terrible thing down there.
All right.
Yeah, it was more violent. Everybody came there with the same idea. I don't know them, they don't know me. But they acted in my behalf, and then they did. The car went down there, and then that was it.
Okay. So, Madam Kokwe, this is a topic on ground. Let's hear from you. You've been into this advocacy for some period of time now, and women are actually being affected mostly from this issue of mob violence. Mr. Kwakwa put it right. Informal organization, they just come together and have one idea, and that is to destroy lives or properties. Madam Kwakwa, you getting us?
Yeah, what is the question?
Yeah, I said you listen to Mr. Kwok while we're discussing more about violence. You have been in this advocacy. I mean, women are, affected, and there is even a peaceful march on tomorrow. Yes, what your contribution with if I think you listened to him, earlier. We usually discuss because I mean, when sometimes people are actually under the influence of drugs, alcohol. I mean, that's how they just become brave in doing what they are doing. And we don't just want to link it to some of those actions are not being driven by them taking in drugs, but but most often these are actions that are taken when they are under the influence, and you become so brave enough to do big things, to destroy lives, to beat on people. I mean, it's a sad one. So, and that's why we decided to talk about it today, and we might even continue it for the next week as we close 2023.
Thank you, Matali, and I am happy that you talk about tomorrow's solidarity march, and this march. Even though we have Madame Dede named as the key person we are standing with in this solidarity march, but it is not only about Madame Dede. It is also about those young people like Joshua, like what happened in Lofa, like what happened in Nimba, and other things. Matali, if you just go on my page, I just shared another mock violence. You see, a lady is going live and saying, "I will go live. If he stole, you should take him to the police. You're not supposed to beat him." So these things are still happening. Just few days ago, we were talking about Madame Dede case, and today you have another case where they are beating a young man for stealing whatsoever. Instead of, since you caught him, take him to the police and let the police handle it. So we want to say thank you for raising it, and we want to call on everybody. This is not only about women coming out. Yes, women are taking the lead. We are taking the lead, but we are asking everybody to come out. It could be you, it could be me, it could be another person, like Mr. Wappo has just said. It happened to him. What if while he was there and because of his security, the security money aspect in him, he was able to handle himself. But what if he had gone with a sorrowful heart to talk to those people, and then it turned to him, because it could turn to him. He would have been a victim to today, or a survivor from mob violence today. So we all need to stand up against mob violence. The definition, I want to look at one key word in the definition on organized group. Unorganized group.
Okay.
So sometimes it's just one person that will start the whole thing and other people just follow. They are not organized. So for me, I do not want to, put it on wholly and solely that when people are under the influence of something, I do not want to put it that way. But yes, when one person starts, all of these people join. You give the opportunity to people who are taking in drugs and they are on the street. Some of them, they are not even taking in drugs. They are on the street. They are just, in our local language, we say grown-up boys. You have some of these boys in the street who are not taking in drugs. They just decided to be in the street. So they just take the opportunity. They know nothing about it. And that is why I said we want to look at this word, the key word, on organized group. Not necessarily. I know my brother, my oldest brother, he was going to Kakata or coming from Kakata, and his car gave up, lose control, and he had an accident. One person died. The person died right in front of their house, crossing the road right around there. Sorry. When my brother got from the car to attend to the person, thinking that he could save the person, to put the person in the car and take him to the hospital, he saw people running towards the car, coming with sticks.
Wow.
He had to run. He ran for a safe haven. Luckily for him, he ran to the police station. That is how his life was saved. So not necessarily that people who are under the influence of alcohol or drugs will do these things, but you give the opportunity to them because they are not thinking rightly. So you give the opportunity to them to even increase the unorganized crowd. So you see that. So this is why when we link this to the abuse of drugs, drug abuse in our country, it is very important to link it because the awareness has to go along. Now, for me, when I come back to drugs, I want to link it to people who bring it in the country. People who bring it in the country. And I'm happy that we have somebody sitting on a platform who is, an authority in our sector. We have to look at the drugs law has passed.
He former. The manager not saying that you.
That former. So say he's former. He also can recommend these things. I know maybe they didn't happen during their time, but as former, he can recommend these things. If I'm making sense. As a former president, he will say, look, these are the things we did. We couldn't do better because we did this, we did that, but it is on the increase. How can we improve this sector? So my point here is people go after people who take in the substance, but you don't go after people who bring in the substance. This is where my problem is. Let's go for it. I remember, maybe I can't get the year correctly, maybe between 2007 and 2008. But then I was working in Guinea, and there was this report coming from Singapore about a young man who left Nigeria. Somebody left from Europe, came to Nigeria, and then he said he told the family that he was recruiting people to play football in Singapore. So this young man just passed 18, brilliant boy. He plays very well. And this was like, yes, our son has gotten an opportunity to go out and help his family. Poor boy. Noni, this guy was a drugs dealer. So when they processed the boys' document and everything, they left Nigeria. When they got to Singapore, Singapore has a law on drugs. You don't enter that, they catch you, they kill you.
Hello?
So this, Madali, you need to mute when you're doing that because
Abel, I'm sorry. Abel trying to connect him. Yeah, he one of the panelists. So Abel, just remain there, let Madam Tolo Kukwe, and then you can come on.
Yeah, so what
please go on. You were talking about Singapore.
Yeah, so Singapore, I don't know whether the law is amended. So BBC kept carrying the story, how the Nigerian government intervened for this child. In Africa, we say he's a child because just going a little bit over 18 years. But Singapore saw him as an adult because according to the definition of a child is before 18. When you are 18, you are an adult. So this child, every day this story was coming up. Every day but the Nigerian government were not able to save that child. So Singapore has a law. When you have this law, when you have a very tight law, you minimize some of these things. And to be very frank with you, I need to look at the drug law. And I like reading laws. So when you talk, I go online, I download some laws to read, but I have not been able to read the drugs law to see.
You want me to read certain portion of it? I got it right on my phone. I just open it.
It depends on the discussion. So maybe you can just share the copy. Then the next discussion we can dive in after after reading all of these things. Then we can dive in. But we need to have a law where people who bring in these things, and we say that people should go to lifetime jail, let them go to lifetime jail. And we say 10 years, let them go to 10 years. There should be no compromise. There should be no compromise. I think we should even make people who are carrying drugs, we should make it non-payable.
Okay.
So
let me. Okay, go on, Mama.
No. So I was just trying to say that, but today I actually want to talk more about mob violence and how we can mitigate some of these things through the appropriate leadership, the responsible leadership. Those are some of the things I would like to talk about today.
So, let me read a few lines before Mr. Kwakwa or Abel come in. The new law: drug dealers, cultivators, manufacturers are not eligible for bail until their trial is completed. Because you're also talking about people who bring it in the country. So So if found guilty, you will be sentenced, or they will be sentenced to life imprisonment. Abel, you on, right? Yes, you are on. Mr. Kwakwa, you were saying something that when you finish, you'll come to Abel.
I was just saying, based on how people understand some of these things, sometimes
Mhm.
they stop petition because they want to give the message to the people. Okay, we're talking about the informal organization. We're talking about the drug and mob violence correlation.
Mhm.
All right. The size of violence that people carry on nowadays, it tells you that there are some mix-up of people who, majority of the people are sometimes, involved with drugs.
Mhm.
Because before we used to have violence with few people, but this is the number have getting larger. If you I was just narrating my own story because the number that merge, the majority is over. You see that and their action can be very deadly. Okay, so that is the point. And then we're talking about formal, informal, or whatever organization. Organization means people come together. They're not organized formally, but they are doing one action with no mistake. Everybody taking that action. They have to point somewhere down, they will bring it down.
And it'll be
They're not organized, they can't do it. You don't want to be there. That is the point.
Okay. All right, Abel.
Well, thank you. Thanks for accepting me outside the studio. I want to agree with Papa. Look, mob violence is commonly used as a tool to target people, to punish people, especially people. In Africa today, South Africa is the hardest spot of mob violence. In fact, it's called a language in South Africa. Just on the tail of this month, 7 persons were burned to death in Johannesburg as a result of mob violence. I want to agree with Obama when he said that people are under the influence. No, you look at what you're doing, comparative analysis, you look at the average. What is happening in our country today, even through jokes, just watch people when they are joking, especially the young people. There are 2 words they usually say. I will hear you, I will kill you, I will hear you, I will kill you. Those are things you hear. So, and 60 to 80% of those who say these things are under the influence of drugs. So I like to just partially disagree with Victoria when she said not all. Right now in our country, the number is increasing as compared to 30 years ago. You could not find the number of people you find now in the street 30, 35. For example, today, everywhere in our different towns and villages and districts, you find vulnerable young people under the influence of drugs. First, they used to be only on Broad Street, loading cars. So mob violence is deadly. It is bad. Unfortunately, not much has been done in as much that mob violence is bad. But it has two sides. Because every story got another side. If something happens, and the appropriate authorities are supposed to bring that incident to book or to arrest the perpetrator, and nothing is done, and you see that person passing the community, you running red light, they should not have done that to the woman. That was mistaken identity.
All right.
Then you said,
Yeah, but my family,
yeah,
and you are looking for such a person.
okay.
What you should have done,
Yeah, so,
take the person to the police.
All right, so
You strip the woman naked. That is against serious laws and rules and regulations. Women should be respected. Why will you see people and you assume that they are the one that you're looking for without even, questioning them? And then the worst thing about it, people are supposed to save the people. They're through the woman hunter. And this is the worst thing that happened in our country because of that. I don't want to be blamed. I can't. A group of people say they don't want to be blamed by people in a minority. We have a serious problem. To curtail more violence, the community has a responsibility, but the bigger responsibility is for the government or the authority in the community.
All right, Abel, let me hold you there.
Yeah, so I don't know why, because when you look at Abel's explanation, you look at Mr. Popo's explanation, I'm not sure I said anything different from what they are saying. Maybe the choice of words. I'm saying the definition Mr. Popo got informal group, meaning there is no organized group targeting certain people. You don't have an organized group. Mock violence happens when there is a situation. One person starts and then people just begin to join. So I am saying people who are zogos in the street, they take the opportunity. People, drug addicts, they take the opportunity in this case. I said not necessarily that all mock violence are instigated by people who take in substances. This is what I said. Not necessarily. Let's look at my sister Dede's case. If I'm my daughter, because my first daughter name is Dede. Let's look at my sister Dede's case. Where when the young people, the three men that tell her when she gave them way to pass, and one of them asked her, who did you vote for? She said, my vote is my secret. The guy opened his phone and showed her photo and said, and are you here? And are you the princess that can steal motorbike? She said, no, I'm not princess. They took her phone from her, took her bag from her with her money. The guy said, no, I'm not a rogue. I'm not princess. My name is Dede. When she ran to a shop, let me say shop because we use continuous for
business
and shops. When she ran to the shop, Elele pushed her out because everybody thinks she's a rogue. But no, everybody thinks she's a rogue. They push her out. Should I say that Lele were under the influence of drugs or alcohol? No, until people who were part of this thing are tested. You cannot say they were under the influence of alcohol. We have to be, or the influence of substance. We have to be very careful. People do
not all of the kids.
Yeah, let me just end it. I know people who participated in a 40-year civil crisis. They don't smoke, they don't drink, but they were very wicked. Some of them were very wicked. People who didn't smoke, they didn't drink, they were very wicked. You just have wicked people. We have wicked people in this country. Not necessarily, I'm using the word. I'm not saying people who are under the influence of substances do not participate in mock violence. I said not necessarily they instigate mock violence. Sometimes you see somebody where they are right man instigate this mock violence, even violence method against other people, right? This one we call it mock violence because for me, if I were the one defining mock violence, I would say people who take the law in their hand to beat other people or burn other people's property, destroy other people's property. This is the simple way I will. Yeah. You will see motorcyclists. Sometimes they are wrong. When there is accident, what next they do? You just see them. All of them will just jump on that vehicle, either burn the vehicle down or beat the person unnecessarily when there is accident. So I didn't say that people who are under the influence of substances do not initiate or do not take part, but I said not necessarily that they they initiate or instigate these mob violence. They take the opportunity when these things happen, they come and enjoy themselves because they are not in their right state of mind. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, let's hear from Abel, you are back. Half you are calling, but you get your feedback. You disturb everybody. So I have to let you go. Abel, you are on again. I might merge you with another caller. But what you got to say?
Yeah. So you see, we did not dispute her. I mean, 100%. We were making an intervention that drugs promote.
Yeah. Let me merge you with somebody else. Yeah.
Of those who take part or who carry out mob violence are under some kind of influence. And it may not be just drugs, even alcohol. Alcohol is even used in this context because if somebody drinks 3 bottles of Godfather or coffee raw or raw kinchu and mix it up, they are all under the influence of drugs because it's illicit drugs. You understand? So we are seeing most of those, if not majority, that carry out mob violence. Nobody will just wake up and want to burn somebody's life or beat them.
Okay. So we okay, let me put it this way. Not all of the cases are instigate not all of the violence or mob violence are perpetrated are being done by people who are under the influence. We are not saying all of the cases. People who carry out. Yeah, people who do that. So listen to this boy.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I go pick my I go look my school again, go plug in. Yeah, bro. Great deal. He tell me for the people there. They got probably there. Hey, old people in Paris, so continue see up. I put a B, keep black. So agree, I put a B. Oh, dear, they're picking on the tomba. They'll go by our spine, telling about fear.
So you think what in the community to do to post to the entire thing?
I'm all out you. I prove I've been there. Post all that. You're going to open about the other. All right, you go. You're going to know about my husband. I get E. I don't be happy. My family died. I don't care. So when I hear that police story is there.
So you hear this man? When he takes in a substance, he wants to kill. If he doesn't take in a substance, he wants to kill. He becomes so desperate.
That was done by the American Addiction Center.
Okay.
That study came out in 2022. It says that drugs use and violence, the correlation between the substance abuse and violent behavior has been well documented, meaning they do go together. The thing is in the man. That's how you detoxicate the drug from its system. It's still also in. They find that the man tells you that without drugs, he cannot be stable. You should even be afraid of it. You should be afraid of it. So what we say here, we are not saying all of the cases, but we are saying the people that take part, they are under some kind of spirit, some kind of influence.
Okay.
Not necessarily people.
Let me hear from Hafa. He's on the line too. Hafa, you keep going off. They don't call me now until we can. Maybe we can end the discussion. Yeah. Yeah. When we end, we'll open the lines.
Yes, madam. I think we're all saying the same thing, but we understand it. We gotta go forward.
Yeah.
It's true. We are saying this thing in a Liberian context. We are saying in previous time there was more violence. This time it has even increased than ever we knew before. Anybody will tell you. I think that's why we all say people who are carrying on more violence, not necessarily they are under the influence of any substance whatsoever. But it is true that majority of the people that are especially those that were performing the action, there you will notice that they are under some kind of influence. That is easy and clear to know. So Liberia's situation is because of the increase in drugs, more violent and even become prevalent than before. And that is a fact. All right? So because when you start any action somewhere, you see them coming. Once you have a problem in your community, you say, bro, or you say something. You see somebody beating somebody for something and they don't even know about it, they go jump inside. They don't want to be part of the action because when they are really, in their brain moving that kind of way. I think that is the point. But what the madam saying is true that not necessarily people carry more violence is because of drugs. No, but majority of the people that are there nowadays, they are under some kind of influence. That's what I'm trying to say.
And in a simple term, what Abel is saying, according to research, when a substance is in your system, it takes time, for you to be detoxicated, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It takes time. Is that like when it's in your body? After some hours, if you're not taking it, and then you become normal. This little boy is saying if he doesn't take it, he wants to kill. And even at the beginning of the interview, when he takes it, it becomes so terrible that if he sees people, he just want to do something terrible to them.
It plays with the mind, it plays with the brain. So the uneasy feeling that you have, you feel unhappy. So anytime you are frowned or you see that person is angry.
Yeah.
So once you put it in, it becomes normal and kind. And their normal life becomes the abnormal,
And I see people, you see them so dressed well, and you say, oh, they want to take in drugs. So you don't know who really actually, takes whoever takes in these substances because. Yeah, so sometimes they'll behave as ma'am.
So Matali, so just what you said, one of my recommendations is that all of the people who are working at the DEA, they need to do the drug test every month, so we know whether they're not taking in drugs too. But Matali, let's go back to Dede's story. It is alleged. It is alleged that when Dede was taken from her mother's place, her mother's container where she sells, and taken straight to the police station, she was placed on the ground. And a police officer even hit her and said that you the one passing around stealing the children in motorbike. Can I say the police officer was under the influence of substance? No, I come in now. Yeah, I cannot say so. But if that was at the police station, if that police officer, the children just said row in the street, they say row, and that police officer hit the lady in the street and say, you don't want stealing people back. Of course, he has initiated it. People now who take in a substance, or people who have been victim, not necessarily they take in the substance. Like what Abel was saying. This is why I said I don't know why he's disagreeing with me. The little girl that was raped on Ken Johnson Road, my cousin. I'm also from the Sapo tribe. I'm from both Loma and Sapo. We all know that. My cousin on the Ken Johnson Road. So according to him, the rapists are out. So if the family, some of us, me, I don't even drink. When I drink 2 bottles of Coca-Cola, I can get drunk. I don't take anything. If I saw him and say, oh, yeah, the man who raped my cousin, yeah, and then people come around and start to beat like what happened to Mr. Papa. Mr. Papa, when he blew a alarm about his phone, it was not the intent for people to beat on that man. It was the intent for him to get his phone back and get a rogue arrested. That was his intent. But it went beyond his level. So if I saw this person and I say, oh, yeah, the people who raped my cousin, they are all at jail, and people come up, before he reaches to the police station or wheresoever, some people will get him slapped. And by the time one person gives him slap, whether they taking drugs or not, they give the appetite to another person to give another slap. Because it is hard. It is hard to swallow that somebody raped your child and that child died. It is very hard. It is very, very hard. Not because not necessarily you honor the influence of alcohol that you could take action. And I agree with Abel that perpetrators need to be punished. You need to be punished for your crime. To also, this is another way to minimize mob violence or any kind of violence in our society. People need to be for their acts.
So let me ask this question. Let me play the devil's advocate, right? What do okay, let me put it this way. Do what happens to perpetrators, those who get involved with mob violence, if they are caught? What happens to them? Do we allow them go free, and while the victim is is somewhere going through some medication or some counseling or whatever? What happens to perpetrators who are involved with mob violence?
Matali, it's
do we have a law? Do we have a law to protect people who were victimized by yeah, let me put it this way. Do we have a law in Liberia that people who were victims should be protected? Those who are involved with mob violence, perpetrators, what do the society do? What laws are in place, to get at these people? Because it keeps going on. I have a video in my phone. Whenever I go there, I want to cry. During the campaign activity, they ran behind that guy. They stole him, and the people were videotaping from somewhere upstairs or wherever. And you heard a little child crying in it. I don't want to go back to but that was so terrible. So what do we do? Or what are the laws? Yes. So what are the laws?
You see, the problem in our country, what are more violence, or what if somebody took action and harm somebody? The judicial responsibility to those people has begun a problem. What happens when you take your power to court, or what happens when all this government go to the police take them to court, where they can solve their problem. And then because their problem can be solved, as far as we know, in most cases, they take the action in their hand. And that is why when we say more violence come about, when the people can get justice, sometimes they go the other way. So whether they go more violence or individual hurt somebody or kill somebody, the matter go to court, the way we drag. Even the particular case here from Red Light, they say when they took that lady to the court, they charged the perpetrator, I think they say simple assault. Simple assault is maybe I slap you in the mouth, or I slap you, you came and complain and talk about this and that. But when you brutalize somebody and harm them to that level, without blood running, the people know it's aggravated assault. That means it can consequence. He must suffer for something. It's almost killing the person. Especially the lady undressed. They do it. Those are according to the lawyer, they were trying to equate to some rape.
Okay.
So the penalty will be very grave on that they will kill the people. They will be jailed.
It is. In fact, yeah, it was. Yeah, rape occurred. From the definition of rape occurred.
In my case, he said
they fingered the woman. They put pepper in her. So rape.
In the street, can you imagine?
Wow.
Rape occurred according to the definition of rape.
Yeah, rape. Okay. So that kind of action, I think the lawyer tried to carry the thing to increase the charges on the people. But they just saw that thing and says simple assault, or the police, they were not fair. So if you look at that video today and you hear somebody talking that thing, you will say you get angry on that person. So more violent, not necessarily people who honor the influence, but we said this time in Liberia, the large number of people, general people, drug addicts, they are involved with it.
And then it's been alleged that they get the kaya, the soup, the kidney, that one like eating kaya in the street though. Yeah. Wow. Wow, it's an allegation.
No, we saw it. I'm a former director, and we saw it.
Okay.
We took some cases to court.
All right.
But due to the same law you're talking about, when you realize people see them passing. So the law has been amended to say non billable. How many more now? Have we had one case that is being?
But yeah, man, somebody need to help us. What really what really happens to people who engage in mob violence?
Yeah.
Because I mean, so many arrests.
There are laws.
You need to help. So
there are laws. When somebody kills mob violence and harms somebody, what happens to the person?
Okay.
They are implementing the law as the best thing.
All right. So let me go over this information again. The women of Liberia, under the auspices of the Association of Female Lawyers of Liberia, AFL, and the Women NGO Secretariat of Liberia will go to hold a peaceful march for Madame Dede Simons. Stop mob violence and violence against women in Liberia. From Vamuman, that means we're going to be at Vamuman House in Cinco, to the Ministry of Justice head office, 15th Street, Cinco, and it's tomorrow. Yeah, 14.
Justice Ministry.
Yeah, Justice Ministry. 14th Street. Okay, if you're sure about that. But I've been there before, but I'm still.
Yeah, it's between 14 and 15.
14 and 15 or 13 or 14.
Don't worry, that is the era.
That is the era. So when you come from Peaceville, you can start the Royal Grand Hotel and walk up to NASCAR building, right? They're all NASCAR building.
But Matali, don't waste your time on the street. Let us go to the.
All right.
So yeah, the important message we want to send out.
Yeah, Maria, give me her down. When I drive here, the last time I go start looking for Kiri Street, I go start looking for our campus. Mr. Lauren Yellow, I go start looking for our campus. I pray I will have gallon that day. All right, it's good to have you on. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think the guests are doing justice to the topic. I just want to add a few things.
Okay.
Once you do mob violence in the country, it's very wrong. I think advocacy should also have a precursor to preventive advocacy. In this country, I think we advocates, most of us, don't understand what advocacy is when it doesn't affect a particular gender. And I'm strong about this because it is sad that a female got mobbed, and now the women are taking mob violence issue very seriously, which I think is not fair to advocacy in terms of inclusive advocacy. So we want to do preventive advocacy when men are being killed. The women should take it seriously because look, the thing about justice is once it's happening.
Hello.
Sorry for that. Another way of coming back to it. And once it comes back to you, it reaches a point where everyone is saying, oh, because it's happening to a woman. We should not make advocacy a gender-based issue always. Advocacy, especially when it comes to human life, in terms of mob violence, that takes away justice. One of the key reasons why the mob violence.
Yeah. Chief, I think you have the quite right.
People lack confidence. Sorry about that. Somebody is calling me. I'm trying to take them off my line. People lack confidence in the justice system. The police investigate indefinitely. They don't bring closure to cases and come back to the public and give confidence. And justice is about trust. And once we are losing trust in the justice system, it becomes a difficult space for advocacy to thrive. And the issue about drug non-bailable thing, I think we need to cross advocates, we need to cross in just talking about this thing, and maybe test the government, sue the government for damaging our children.
Okay.
The government is responsible for damaging our children. The LDA, we need to test, and I've written this before, Marilyn, you are aware of it. The president of the country, the tune of advocacy starts from the top. The president needs to submit himself to drug tests. So are all the lawmakers. So we need to have a radical approach to these things. People that run the LDA, all of them need to go for tests. We, the advocates as well, we need to submit ourselves to those tests so that it becomes a holistic communal fight. So when we say we are advocates and we don't want drug in the country, are we drug free?
Okay.
So this is a complex conversation.
It's complex because sometimes we indicate I don't know what I in my body.
And the reason I'm talking about this, and I'm
serious.
is doing this, but most of these lawyers as well are trouble for our country. And I'm saying this without anything. These lawyers, when you go to them with issues and say, oh, come and do pro bono, they would not want to do pro bono issue. Everything they put money there. Look, for example, when net was We beg lawyers in this country to pick that case. When we changed the date from 7 to 14, which was very unconstitutional, all of them agree with us it was unconstitutional, but none of them were ready to take it because most of our lawyers have become politicians overnight. Until we also divorce these things, then advocacy become inclusive, it become holistic, it's not gender-based. So, for example, most boys are also being, misidentity, put tire on them, they burn them here. Who talks? Because now it's not a woman, no woman gets up to talk. And I'm one advocate in this country. I will be as firm on issues as I can be. It should not touch one gender, then it becomes a strong issue, and everybody should now have a closure on the issue. But when it's on men, then it becomes like, oh, don't worry, I didn't want doing it. So it's a group issue. We need to treat it communally. And I'm happy that your guest is also a balanced guest. But what we are at the moment is that advocacy must be preventive. We're not touching certain group. We must make it inclusive. The group that is not touching must also stand with the group. Mob violence is a bad thing, but the police is one justice group that they become VIP police, ruling party police since Charles Taylor time. They have always taken side with the ruling party. We hope that the next police should be a state police and not VIP ruling party police. As this particular police we have now, they don't have the confidence of the people. The people feel they can take the power in their hands.
Okay.
And we advocates should not just get on the radio and think that we can talk this as tough, as hard as we can talk. The police director is in error. The police directors are in error, and they have to give the confidence back to the people. And if they will give it back to the people, when one Liberian dies, it should be a problem for every Liberian. When one Liberian life is lost, all of us should stand to it. It should not be a gender issue. But when it comes to life, then when something happened to one woman, everybody now starts shaking in the country as though women's life is much important than men's life. I think, as an advocate, as somebody who don't bite their tongue, I think the women are in error. They need to stop. When it's affecting men, they need to stand to it. Because when you don't speak, they will have a way of coming back to you. And when it touches women now, then everybody should stand up. I think it's bad advocacy. I think the march call is good, but the women need to stop.
The selective advocacy. Should I put it that way? Selective advocacy?
Yes, they're doing selective advocacy.
At least we are advocating, but the men, we don't see where you advocate.
You need to invite, the Wangozo head and the Ethiopian people. Let all of us say that you want to
sure. We have to talk about it.
Let's talk to high advocacy issue. And let advocacy in the country. For example, I hope Joseph Boakai, the president-elect, is going to make the minister of gender a man.
Wow.
It's going to make the minister of gender.
I support that idea.
So just one man in our ministry for the first time since that ministry was funded, that we should have a man as minister, and the ministry of state we should put a woman there for the first time. These two ministries have been genderly tilted. It is not good for the balance of governance in this country. And I think what my colleagues are discussing, I back them, but the only thing the spin I'm putting to this conversation is that when advocacy doesn't affect women, the women in this country need to stop being skewed on issues that affect women and also talk about gender in terms of inclusive gender.
So it's not about sometimes
issue as a gender issue.
So sometimes it's not about all of the women. When you hear women, I mean, I'm not talking to Madam Victoria Tolokokwe, right? We went for the meeting and the minister with the media tower, she was there, and I said, Madam, I got issue. There are times some issues will come that affect some women. We take it and we are protesting, we are calling attention and everybody. But what happens to the 2-year-old child that was raped and lost their lives? And sometimes they don't go at that level. So I say, you, Mama, you need to step up your game. And I was very blunt with that. And at the end of it, I took her call card. call her and asking her on some of the, call no response and something like that. But it's so difficult to sometimes, get them. But I was very blessed. You're advocating, you're one of the best, but I was never in support of what happened to that so-called, chapter 10 with the Friday and everything. I told her, I said, I'm not in support of it. I would never be in support of it. But what happens to the 2 years old child, other people would, elevate the discussion and why other people put it under the mat, and it's not supposed to be like that. But thanks to my former senatorial candidate who almost won. She always there advocating, and she's a very strong voice in
Before I drop the line, I think advocates in this country are balanced. We need to state it. Some of the people that become ministers, I think Minister of Gender should not be headed by anyone that is not an advocate, that has no trace of advocacy. So it becomes difficult because that ministry should not just be somebody who is politically inclined, but should be somebody who understands the landscape of policy advocacy and policy-driven impact issues. So I'm serious about it. We want to also prove setting gender national conversation in terms of equality. Then we need to raise the bar and change. And let's test men on our ministry to be the minister of people as well. And let's look. There are things in this country we don't need to lend our words when we speak it. People may look at us, publicly. I think being politically correct in this country has hurt this country. Some advocates will be hiding just to make friends with government officials. Sorry, you should know me by now. I really don't make friends with government. I really don't like. I don't think if you like me is an issue, but I think I'm doing my job, and that sensitivity can be entering to you. Then we are making advocacy. But there's the point. The final point is, the march call for the march is good. And I think all of us, should call me. I know for sure, people, all of us is a very bad thing against the lady. But it should not only be a lady issue. And we be shaking when a man's life is lost. One life is lost. We should take that life very seriously, and the group that is not affected yet should take it very seriously, so that it doesn't affect them. Then everybody should be crying, and everybody now should stand up and say, "Oh, there are major things that are happening in the country," and the advocacy and the drums around it.
Okay, Chief. Thank you. Thanks for your participation. Yes, my people. It almost like we'll have to take the course tomorrow. Yeah, but let's hear from Madam Tolo Kokwe. At least 1 minute. Party comments now.
Okay. So thank you, and I want to say we are balanced with our advocacy. I think you saw that a few days I've been on the radio and I've been talking about the different kind of violence that took place in our country during the 2023 elections. But if you go far back to 2019, 2020, 2018, 2019, 2020 by elections, we were vocal on the radio when men were being violated. Let's look at the case of Senator Darius Dillon. We talked for him. We advocated that he be given his right as a candidate. We were all on the radio. We advocated for him. When Boto Kane was attacked, we also did see when in Lofa, when the country devil was Osa, we also talked about it, that it was wrong. So we are balanced with our advocacy. If you listen to me the last time, I said it is not only about Dede. We also, it's just that Dede is a woman. And people should understand that something will happen to a male and it is not amplified. And the same thing happens to a woman, it is amplified. That is the nature. That is how God made us. That's the nature. A man, you can naked a man. They may not amplify it like the way when you naked a woman in the street. It's not the same. Even though it is wrong, both sides, it's not the same. So certain things will make you to do certain things. Things will happen. Certain things will say, look, let's have that protest for this. But this doesn't mean we are not talking. We are on the radio. Recently, we had a 16 days of activism. We were celebrating. We talk about the different kinds of violence. We talk about human rights. We talk about drugs. We talk about everything. So we are balanced with our advocacy. Yes, tomorrow, Dada name is on a flyer that we going to ask, but we also not forgetting about what happened on the Somalia draft, what happened in District 9 around the Unity Party headquarters with the young man, promising young man, Joshua, who passed. We not forgetting about that. We also not forgetting about what happened in Nimba County. Some of the young people who lost their life because of the same kind of violence. We're not forgetting about what happened in Lofa, where young people were beaten like you're going to kill snake. You know, we also not forgetting about those things. But this is my message. My last message is that these things are happening. We need to have qualified, competent, responsible people in government, beginning from the community level to the national level. This means ministerial level. We should have a qualified, competent, responsible minister of justice, qualified, competent, responsible police director, qualified, competent, responsible people at the depots, the Zooms. You should have them. And we have women. Let me say, if somebody will say I'm advocating for women to get job, yes. If you had a woman at the police station that Kebe was taken to, if it was a woman who was the boss at that place, Kebe wouldn't have been sitting on the ground to be asking her question. They would have taken her directly to the hospital first. You cannot see somebody all blooded up like that.
Yeah, they be asking them.
And you kept her on the floor, sitting on the ground, like to say, yeah, even, you know, let me tell you, my mother is a retired police. I remember when I was very young, I go to school, I had one big man, he in the government. Maybe when he hear it right now, right after I finish, he will call me. He in the government. One big man, he used to work with my mother at the police. So he used to go for us at school, then he bring us at the police station. We spend the whole day there. I remember one day, something happened between a Nigerian man and one boy. And then when they went to the police station, my mother was on the case. And the guy said, but what you beat the man for? What you beat the man for? He said, the man steal from me. My mom said, even the thief has his right. So even the thief has his right. So if somebody stole from you, when you catch the person, you lock it, you cut the person because the person can steal and go. But if you cut the person, take the person to the police station and let the police deal with that person because the police knows how to deal with them instead of you beating on the person. So we want to say that we are balanced. We are advocating for every wrong in this country. So we asking my own uncle JMB to appoint a woman, a qualified, competent, responsible woman at the Ministry of Justice. Qualified, competent, responsible woman as IG. Qualified, competent, responsible women at the Zoom, at the depots. We want that to happen. We are not saying everywhere should be, but we want
a qualified man at the Ministry of Gender.
I'm supporting that as well. I've been saying it. I said, why are we? This is stereotyping us. Why? The last time somebody said, when we win the election, we'll make you general minister. I said, so why you can't send me to foreign affairs? Why you can't send me to the Ministry of Finance? Why you can't send me to the port? Why you say I should go to general? I want a mayor to be at the agenda so that when things happen, because gender is not about women. Gender is both.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm supporting that.
All right. Thank you. Support. So the advocacy begins. We're going to advocate for a man to go to gender. So that means the current minister there is Al Gorio.
Don't put me in trouble. Maybe one woman already got a job, so don't come put me in trouble.
All right. Well,
I'm not advocating. I said I'm supporting the idea of a maybe. Yeah. So I'm not advocating that.
But you are advocating that. So if you suggest it, almost in a form of let's have a male there and a female.
So.
If I'm not picking your call, it will already late. I mean, where the guys there? Yeah. All right. So I bet we're not taking calls again. We're not taking calls again. Mr. Papa, your party comments will be 40 minutes into the other. program.
Thank you so much. Back to the topic.
Mm-hmm.
I think drugs and mob violence, they got some correlation. We are not saying that anyone who goes to do mob action will fall in drugs. But in Nigeria nowadays, people are involved with drugs so much so that they can infiltrate anything. And so we are happy again that we come to this program today. We hope that the last Thursday we'll come back and then we'll all continue to carry on our awareness. I think when I go in the community, I can get people that made that meaning something. So we just appreciate the Truth FM for this occasion, and then we're happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mary. Let's say compliment of the CC.
Okay.
To all listening to us and to the station.
All right. Okay. All right. So see you on tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow by the grace of God. Yes, madam. Thank you so much for coming on. How many votes you got this? You accumulated this elections.
So with all the cheating, we got over 50,000 votes. So.
Over 50,000. They were more strong. You see, my vote. I voted for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just went correct.
I want to say thank you. Thank you to all the people that voted for me. Mr. Papa didn't vote for me, but next time he will vote for me.
No, why you vote for that woman?
Next time he will vote for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay, I see. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. See you on tomorrow. Thank you.
When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet,